Welcome to Above the Garage.
Hi, friends. Welcome to our discussion of episodes 7 and 8 of The Institute Season 1. It's recently been renewed. I'm very excited for Season 2. So let's do our round of introductions and dive in.
Hi, I'm Scarlett.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi, I'm Raquel.
And I'm Kate. I recently recommended this show to Dave, and I was too far ahead to let him catch up and watch together. So he's been watching it late at night while I sleep, and he really loves this show. We had a bunch of friends over this weekend, a party for the kids, and he's recommending it to everybody. And I hadn't even asked his opinion on it yet. And there I found out he really loves this show.
I'm interested. I got hooked. It had a good pace, and there's some things, if I'm going to nitpick, but whatever, it's enjoyable. That's all I care about these days.
Has any of you read the book?
My husband has.
Yeah, I did when it came out, which we determined was like 2017 or something, but I barely remember. I remember like the overarching concept, but not the details. So it hasn't really hurt my watching of the show, unfortunately, my brain.
Same with Brian. He's like, they changed things. So he said definitely when he was watching like 7 and 8, he's like, they're kind of changing things. And I guess he was thinking it's probably because they're setting up for another season.
Was it more open, the ending?
He wasn't upset by it. There are some things he's like, oh, it would have been cool if they did this, but he's like, overall he enjoyed it. Yeah.
Again, I don't remember it that well, so it's better, but I wanted to reread the bok before we did this recording, but then I realized with back to school and end of summer and all the things, it was just not going to happen. So
yeah, I did start it. I was like, I'm not going to with the show and the book before we do any recording, so can't give up.
Well, it's funny because I didn't see much or any like marketing about it.
No.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, and that's too bad because it's good.
I don't see much of Prime shows anyway. I don't know where the marketing goes. I don't know. Like I see Netflix all the time and Apple all the time.
And this is MGM here, MGM Plus.
Oh, right.
Prime MGM.
We've got Prime, yeah.
Prime has everything in this little umbrella. So MGM, I'm like, I didn't even realize I had it. I'm like, I have this? Okay.
I know.
Yes, I do.
I've been paying for the subscription for...
I didn't know.
So Maureen did not have the backstory that explained her being there at all. I was sad for that, except that she was deployed in Afghanistan and apparently gave up on her soul back then.
Wonder why?
Yeah. Well, but she had a kid. Like they did reference that she had a child. That...
My guess is it is in that vein of the military that she thought she was saving the world. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I wanted to hear more though. Maybe like, is everyone from the military? Is that how they source?
Could be. I wonder.
That's the vibe I got.
Yeah. I just thought it could be teased out a little bit more, but no. Anyway, yeah, she's just a monster who finally called it quits on being a monster. So we'll take it.
Yeah.
It was annoying though on the topic of military that the that the woman in the car driving Sigsbee said that the night knocker, at least he won't be smart since he's ex-military.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, I mean, she was quick to jump on him, so it was there for the opposite reason, but still. Although, I agree this particular military could have been a lot smarter than bringing him to the police department, which worked out how we suspected it would originally with Drew.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane to go to the police station in the
city. That's what got me. I was like, why wouldn't they just keep driving away from this tiny town? That
I know. And Luke is consistently like the smart one here. I mean, not even that smart. You don't have to be that smart. He's just saying the logical things like, we shouldn't go there. We should go far away.
Yeah.
And everybody fucking ignores the smart kid. It annoys me so much.
But then how did he manage to like read the reporter's mind? But no, Drew's like, I don't know.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, can he read his mind?
I agree. And I don't want to nitpick, like you said, because I really enjoyed the show overall.
Yeah,
that is what matters ultimately. But I found Luke's powers extremely inconsistent in this episode. Like, how could he not move the paperclip 4 feet that he needed to move the paperclip when before he even went to the Institute, he was knocking pizza? I get he was upset or something. Was he even upset?
Yeah.
Anyway,
when he was excited when he knocked the pizza thing down. So
okay.
I think it was the excitability that got it.
All right. Well, use the sheriff getting shot.
Yeah, that's what Brian said.
You're about to die. All your friends are gonna be dying.
You can't work up any emotions here.
You should be pretty pissed off that he's handcuffed, right? Like, come on, start moving shit.
It annoyed me so much that he couldn't get the paperclip. I actually thought he was going to be like trying to get the thumb drive out of the sheriff's pocket, and that would be
Same.
difficult because it's far away and you don't want to be seen and all the things. And
Yeah.
then he's trying to get this stupid upholstery paperclip and he can't get it from the
Couldn't even
desk.
do that. Yeah.
And then, yeah, like the extent of his mind reading, I'm unclear on, but then he's telling Avery like he knows how to do all the things that Avery doesn't know how to do. And I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on here? I don't know, but it's okay. I still love the kid and I love the show. They should have sent George out, I guess, instead, because George was like manipulating water the first moment that he met him, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
He could have gotten that paperclip from the Institute, probably.
Yeah.
Avery definitely could have.
Yeah. Drew sucks, which we probably could have seen coming.
That's the same actor from Ginny and Georgia, right?
Yeah, it is. He played
Yeah.
Nick in Ginny and Georgia.
Oh. I'm like, I didn't like him then and I don't like him now.
Yeah, no, he hasn't played very likable parts in our recent pasts, but I'm sure he's got a good one in his future that we will like at some point. I was surprised when he shot Ashworth that quickly, though. I guess it made sense. The sheriff had to go, plot-wise, at that point, but it did surprise me, briefly. And I liked the convenience store guy helping them. I thought was a very nice full circle from the random robbery. Because back when that happened, I was wondering, like, why is this included when it seems so unrelated to the Institute? And I guess it was just to set him up to...
Yes, I like that. They had that
Yeah.
callback. Yeah. Some shows don't.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then you're like, wait, why did that scene exist ever? And now we know. And it also showed Drew as fairly incapable, which was fun. So he's an asshole and incapable.
Yeah, I thought at the time it was more to like show Tim's moral compass and
heroism and
even though he didn't have a gun.
Right.
At the time it was stupid, but now it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I liked it. Although I didn't really think he was going to turn them in. They tried to give you that moment of tension where he's like hesitating and thinking about it, but
if he's believing the story or not, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sigsbee gives off such villain vibes that it's pretty
hard
to...
that's what kind of annoyed me as well. Like that whole scene where they're like, I don't know. Again, I don't want to nitpick too much because I did really enjoy it, but I felt like this episode was a bit too like cutting straws everywhere. As in, like she then later was like, oh yeah, that guy gave me a vibe, but I don't think I believed it. Like miles away, I was like,
oh right,
just maybe stayed for a little bit just to see if it was telling the truth.
Yeah, and you should have split up.
Goes like gets them straight away. Like again, if they're like waiting for him to like do something, he goes to them like within a second.
That struck me as really strange too. To pull over like 30 miles into the journey or something and be like, and also
and
like
random police car. Where did that come from?
I know exactly.
You could do the same scene, having like maybe Luke, like they do find the basement bit, and then Avery can manipulate her mind to not see them there, and then as they kind of like driving away, they just get the vibe. Like again, I could have made more sense.
Release. Yeah, that makes sense.
Instead of them being just really like silly, you've got these horrible monsters that they've been putting this theme for years, and they can't even chase an unarmed police officer and a kid. Like, I don't know.
I did want to shout out that actor because I liked Avery. He's cute. His name is Viggo Hanvelt, a young Canadian actor. I like that they're using Canadian actors. Or I've heard from a lot of people in Toronto that they really hire many more Americans out there than Canadians, which is crazy. Even Amanda Brugel told us that in our interview, that she was positive she wouldn't get it because she was Canadian. And I was like, I would think they would want to hire you for being Canadian since it's being made here. But she got it anyway, of course, playing Rita in The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, but Avery is very cute, and I'm very unhappy with his outcome, but we'll get there. Yeah, and then Tim takes Luke to Wendy's, which I would have straight up refused if I was Luke. I'm not sure that he has the power to do that in the situation, but this dude is insane. After Drew, who he also trusted, saying it's okay, I trust her is just laughable. Don't you think he would have said he trusted Drew? Do you think so?
I think he probably trusts Wendy more, or has a deeper connection to Wendy than he did Drew. Although I do think Tim is a bit too trustworthy.
I do too. I do too. I'm like, this guy. Maybe he'll wise up.
I was unsure of Wendy all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I was so certain that she was going to turn them.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't like her character by the end.
Yeah.
She very much, even though, okay, she did the right thing by putting his sweatshirt on, they even make a point of like talking about her not wanting to do that or feeling hesitant, which is fine. It's a human feeling. But I came out of the show, even though, she didn't turn out to be an evil villain, Tim and the kids could do a lot better than carrying on with her going forward.
Yeah.
I just, yes, she took her non-believing and suspicion a bit too far for me throughout.
Yeah.
And even when she's like begging him to come home from the woods, and I don't know, it all made me not like this character very much.
I wonder if it was like a red herring throughout, like for us, because we do think.
Yeah, for sure. I imagine they think of it as a like human contrast to Tim's heroic nature, right? Like not everybody's gonna run towards the
Which is
fire. Yeah, and it is. But anyway, okay. So I was very happy to see Avery wake Kalisha up out of her waking coma because I thought she was kind of a goner. Yeah.
No, obviously he's just the most powerful TK and TP have ever come across. He's able to
pull her back out.
Yeah, pull her back out like that.
I really like Nikki, and I'm happy for their being reunited here and not being forked yet. And then back at Wendy's, I really enjoyed Luke freaking out as Wendy's pouring Tim coffee, like they're just having a leisurely visit.
That I could not. I'm like, they would not be just like, oh yes, let's have some coffee.
They couldn't. And Luke's like, you know, time is important here, guys. They're gonna come here because obviously they're gonna come here, you idiots. But whatever. Now they're here.
And also the kids back in the institute, like they're in danger.
Danger.
Like, any of them could die at any given moment.
They have to have coffee. Everybody needs coffee, right?
Coffee and adrenaline's not enough right now, apparently. Yeah. And you know, we need to really talk Wendy through this. But yeah, so Drew and Sigsbee arrived, and eventually Sigsbee tells them what it's all for, to save the world. Each time they kill someone, which is quite often, by the way, it's to prevent Armageddon. So there's like a whole lot of fucking Hitlers walking around out there.
Do we believe that?
No, I mean,
don't.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm like...
It seems they have like a precog
if that
we
even
don't know. Because they kind of said like, oh, this is going to happen 9 years from now.
Right.
So they have a precog. I don't know if it's the big man, you know, the big boss that's the precog or what.
Or a different institute.
Or a different institute that's saying this person, if you don't kill them in like X amount of years from now, they'll become somebody who invents something or, you know, does something that is world ending.
So bad that it,
So apparently there's a ton of them. Walking around out there that who knows? We haven't delved into like it could be an idea. It could be like, you know, like the Terminator, how they had the chip or whatever that
personally in like the real world, I would assume there was no such precog at all, and they're just making this shit up and telling people that's why, because that's what rulers do
a lot of times.
Yeah, you lie to the people under you. They believe they're doing it for this greater good, and they go kill a whole race of people. You know? Yeah. Okay, so that happens in the world. Let's say there is a precog and he is saying this stuff. You have no idea if it's actually going to happen in 9 years. It could be a scenario that could come into play, you know, like one of many scenarios that could come into play.
Yeah, like something could shift that.
It's the dumbest thing in the world. Relying on this kid's precog ability to kill all these children and run all these stupid missions. It's stupid. And it's just like what he said. Oh, it's during this conversation when Sigsbee turns to Luke and she's like, you can tell if I'm lying or not. And he's like, no, you're not lying. And then Tim throws Luke's words back at him. And he's like, that just means she believes it. Right. Literally, that's all that is ever meant.
Exactly.
Yep. So you're being able to tell if they're lying is a fun circus trick. And I'm sure it is useful, but you really can never tell what's actually true because somebody just believes it because they've been told that. The person above her probably believes it too. But at some point, it's likely to just be told to get people to do something.
If she really believed it and they were all going to die because everything went to shit, she wasn't even hysterical.
No, yeah.
Like, so it's like, okay, like, why are you so calm?
She's super cold-hearted. It's interesting. Like when she says plants and animals too, if you care about that thing. I'm like,
She has no emotion. Except for maybe a bit with her dad.
Why is that? Tell me why that, like, I made notes about that later and I was like, I thought during that phone call, they were going to say that he like started all this or something. Something was going to come out related to the Institute, but it's not. It's just to humanize her, to show that she cares about one person.
I don't know. I do think he's still involved though, because he's got that picture of him being in the military. So that...
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like maybe down the line, that
even if he has dementia,
they're related. Yeah, he might. Still.
Yeah.
I don't think one thing.
It's not mutually exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sparkler Party. The kids all standing up in the sparkler party was exciting. It's about time they gang up on the others. And the Gort kids waking up was both extremely unexpected for me and ultimately disappointing. I thought Iris was going to be free after that, after I'd written her off, but no such luck. And I feel like making them waking zombies, but still killing them in the end was almost worse than just leaving them in the beds to help power them home.
They're dead either way, right?
Yeah, it was so sad.
I don't know if it's just an excuse to like get Avery to stay, but yeah, it was so pointless.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I do not think Avery needed to stay. Another decision that I found insane was putting poor Luke in the back seat with Sigsbee when they decided to go back to the Institute.
Yeah, I know.
Like I get that adults usually get shotgun, but I think this is one situation where Wendy could have taken one for the team and sat back there with the torturer of Luke instead.
Right.
But I do like that premise though, generally, that Luke needed to go back and get closer to the other kids to be able to communicate with them and connect with them more strongly. Obviously, he needed to go back for purposes of entertainment, and that was a good reason to use.
Yeah, that made sense within the story.
It was slightly anticlimactic though that they couldn't break through that door. I feel like Avery could break through that door, especially as the oxygen is dwindling, which is what they do in the tank to like make them use their psychic powers
to break them. Yeah,
but no, it doesn't matter. I just like that they're bringing Luke back. And then how did you guys understand how Luke knew about this big phone? And I guess the big phone is just referencing communicating with the outside world and the other
with
institutes.
the other kids. Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't really get it.
Yeah,
I didn't get it either.
I feel like he was maybe just trying to use like phrases for a child talking to Avery rather than just saying connect to the other institutes.
Well, obviously, it's, we know it's because he's a precog, but it would be nice to get the understanding behind how he knew this was going to happen.
Yeah,
and how he knew how to talk Avery through the next steps. Obviously, it's something because he saw it, right?
Yeah.
Before.
I guess.
But
I don't know.
It
I had
has
no
to
idea.
be. It's precog coming into play, and we just don't
see it.
Yeah, I feel that was missing. Like that to tie all that together, because I was like, how does he know, like, what does he have to do, that he's driving the car?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it this morning again to refresh, so I was like, no.
Yeah, I think a lot of information could have,
it's
not
just
even a lot.
He's seen this. He's obviously seen it. He hasn't explained to the audience that he has had this.
He could even just explain it to Avery. Be like, I've seen this,
This is what you need to do.
Right, but just something to explain why you're talking about a big phone suddenly, how you know exactly like now is the time, and all the things that are just like, I'm so confused about Luke's powers here. So confused.
Because, he says it when he's offering him this wonderful life if he comes back, because he needs him, because he is the precog of the group.
Yeah.
But we knew because of that dream he had with the twins and the guy that hit the girl.
That's the one time we saw him. Yeah.
We only saw it that one time, and then we didn't see it like fully develop.
Right.
That's why we're
it would have been nice if we saw a flash of him seeing bits and pieces of all this coming into play.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, okay.
And
then him getting them through it.
Right. I wonder if it was
like,
things that were cut or just really not addressed. There were definitely more explanations that would have been useful. We get the gist, so.
I suppose that is in the book.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's more fleshed out in the book, but they just had to cut.
Yeah. I don't remember being confused at all.
Maybe for pacing purposes, but it
would have just been a nice explanation, like a quick flash. That's all they really need to do for so many things. And this flash where he has a premonition.
And how many, did it only show one or two more institutes? I can't remember.
I think it was up to 4.
Oh,
I remember like it was few.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume there are several out there. And here's the part that I hate. It makes no sense that Avery did not go with them to me, because he could have accomplished a lot more by being out in the world with his powers, with these other 4 that are not gorked.
So powerful like he is, they would need him.
Yeah, they all have different pros that they, and they could work together, and they could really take the Institute down. And how many people are even in that building that you're killing?
Right.
A handful.
They're already dead anyway. Like,
maybe he.
I do think he might be alive for some reason.
I think he's probably dead, but who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back in season 2, because he had the power of, like, I don't know, create a bubble around him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, he created the shield, didn't he? Like when I forgot the douchebag's name that got the wonderful death that I loved.
Tony or whatever.
That guy. Yeah. Like he has the shield thing.
Yes. That's a very good point.
Perhaps he threw a shield over himself.
Yeah.
I just Googled it because my memory sucks, and he seems to have died in the book, but that does not mean he needs to die in the show.
Not necessarily.
Or
No,
at least,
I
yeah.
don't think he should. I really think it's a stupid premise that a kid would, and that they would let him, but also that a kid would die just to crush this one institute. They could get away. It just doesn't make sense. And he's a little boy, you know, that you came to care for. And I hope he doesn't die. But
It really annoyed me that both Nick and Kalisha was like pulling Luke
I
away from saving
know.
him. Like, you guys are probably the ones that love the kid most as much as Luke.
Yes.
Like, why are you pulling Luke away and not the kid? Like, come
Yes.
on. Oh, that really bugged me.
I was mad too. I was really mad at that, at those two, because I like them a lot. And
Yeah.
I don't believe that's how they would have acted in that situation, because it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Those other kids are gone, apparently, right? It definitely sucks to leave them, but you need to leave them and save the ones you can, and then work against the institute, you know, together.
Well, apparently there's playing at the end that if he broke the connection with them, he would have died anyway. That's what Nick says, right?
I guess, but I don't buy it.
Still doesn't make any sense.
Why would that make sense? Because those guys have connected to the hum too.
Yeah.
And in the end, they were all connected, I guess.
They were all connected at
Yeah.
the end. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, maybe because he was the conductor of it all.
Right, because he did the
to say
sparkling party.
conducting. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So he must have been the conductor of all of this. And if he stepped out, then the maybe would have been severed.
I don't buy that for this particular kid, but yes, I mean, obviously that's what they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
But I hope it's not true.
What did they do to the tweaky lady? She
She
was like
sucks.
in pieces. No, I know, but like when I saw it again, I was like,
Yeah.
they don't show it, obviously, but I was like, did they eat her?
I
Like,
I think they just
Broke.
torn her apart. Yeah.
okay, cool.
But I did enjoy the dude tasing himself
Oh,
via
yeah.
his
That
mouth.
was amazing.
That was creative. Good job,
But that was
Avery.
Nikki, right?
Oh,
That
Nikki,
wasn't
yeah.
even-
That's much more of a Nikki move, yeah.
Yeah, loved it.
Oh, this is funny, actually. As I was watching and they were running to leave or whatever, I just remembered George's existence. And I was like, oh, weird that there's like this giant plot hole and they forgot all about George. But it turns out George has just been hanging out in the cafeteria stealing snacks for like 4 episodes while everything else has been
How
going
long?
on.
Because he never made it to back half. See,
I
that's what happened. He
know.
was the only one left in front half.
I'm so glad they revisited him and saved him. But it was just so funny because I hadn't thought
Poor
of him
guy.
much.
I had forgotten about him, to be fair.
He was
Yeah.
so bored. He
I
was
know.
so bored.
Everyone was gone.
Just eating candy and pop.
Yeah, honestly, that made me laugh because George is still here. Yay. Did you guys, gross. Did you guys notice Luke's mangled ear?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
did a
Yeah,
really
I
good
did.
job on Luke's mangled ear. It was nasty.
I actually saw it like, it was like, why is he bloody again? But yeah, you can see like then at the beginning where they're fighting the house in Wendy's house, it kind of like the tape comes off. So that's why
Yeah.
it's like,
It was nasty.
house. Yeah.
I was very impressed. Yeah. And then Luke stops to help Avery and the others power the hum, I guess, which is nice. Were all the kids over the world just destroying this one building? I doubt they were all destroying all of their own buildings, right?
I thought it was just this one building.
Yeah.
I think it was just to show Luke's power and be like, oh my God, he's this powerful guy.
Is he though? I'm still so
I
confused.
don't know if that's
I
what's
know,
happening. Like, I
I-
don't know what his powers are.
All
I
right.
didn't really see why, because the building was like falling apart anyway. So
I know.
why did he
We
have
didn't need to
do that?
levitate it.
Yeah.
We killed Avery to levitate the building just for some extra flair. I don't need that.
I thought they were moving it when I first saw. Okay, so they're going to
Yeah,
move the
it's like-
building.
Yeah.
Where are they taking it? And then, oh no. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the other institutes are still in operation, so that season 2 and on will have something to do. I loved how Tim ran right to Luke though and hugged him. I do like Tim and Luke a lot together.
Yeah.
Same.
And
I love a fan father trope.
yeah.
Yes.
I do buy into that one.
Well said. Me too. And he's gonna take care of them all. Although they're gonna have to hijack like a big fucking car. Oh, and then okay, I thought that was the end, but no, we see Sigsbee. After that, we see that Sigsbee has survived and is hitchhiking out of there. Yeah, so
Do you think she's going to different institute or what's her
she's
plan?
got the thumb drive, I assume, for like leverage. Not because she's gonna turn into a good guy, because she's not, but
No.
somehow
So
leverage
they
it
don't
into
kill
the-
her.
Yeah, so that the institute doesn't kill her. And I imagine she would like to go back working in another institute. And again, we think that her dad had something to do with creating it or something to that
Maybe.
effect. So she's definitely going to be back for season 2, I would say.
I'm assuming that the guy on the phone with the kids lovely playing in the background
Oh, right.
is
That's the
like
scene.
The main guy.
the main guy.
Yeah.
It's ironic because you have kids playing in the background, which are your grandkids, and you're killing kids. Piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's so like accurate to the world, you know?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Hypocrite assholes.
Yep.
Everywhere.
All of them. Yep.
Although it's interesting that he was a grandfather, because that does leave the door open for like who are the parents? Are the parents important? Are they going to?
Right.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out.
We'll find out.
I think that's all I had. Oh, actually, we didn't talk about. What do you think the deal with the sparklers were specifically? Just like a symbol to them of power, or
I didn't get that either, or thought maybe it was to get them to focus on them. So
Yeah.
they're like,
I didn't understand the sparklers
I don't
in the
know.
first night we actually see the sparklers.
Yeah.
like, just concentrate on the sparklers so they're more honed in on one thing instead of their
right?
minds wandering. I have no clue though.
Because even when they were doing it without real sparklers, they're thinking of sparklers.
Yeah,
so
thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume it's something like that, like a Pavlovian dog
Like a
response.
trigger or yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I just, in season 2, Sigsbee, doesn't she have Maureen's video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the video. I don't know why I
Yeah.
thought she made her own. That's so
Her
stupid.
chip.
She obviously
might
took
have
it off the
done her own.
sheriff.
I thought she went and got it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was in her office before she left, which is why I
Mhm.
thought that, but it makes a lot more sense for her to have gotten it off the sheriff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, not that I pay any attention to license plates anymore, but the main license plate that picked her up. Oh, actually, it is important. Maybe. Anyway, the license plate of the car that picked her up on the road was 21, and I thought it was LN, but I think it's IN, like Institute. Because it's not a normal, it's like not normal, you know, like license plates normally have like 7 numbers or something, right? Or 3 letters and 4 numbers. And so I noticed it was different. So 21
Well
IN.
done.
But would she want the Institute to pick her up?
I don't think so. Because wasn't she worried now that everybody's going to be neutralized at that site?
So that one would be neutralized though, but
And the
the
big
others
man
may not.
said send in the cleanup crew. So
But that's that institute, right? We don't know if this institute that she's going to. What was the number?
21.
so
We don't know if that's that institute, right?
No.
Yeah,
It will make sense if she's got some leverage to seek them out. And be like, well,
Right.
don't kill me because.
I
yeah.
got this.
And she could have blamed it on the men. So, all right.
Yeah.
I do believe that license plate actually might be relevant. Yay for
Yeah, I think
license
so.
plate.
I hope she gets tortured in season 2.
I do too.
Yeah.
God, I'm so fucking used to women villains not getting what they deserve, though.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
I like don't believe she's gonna get
No.
what she deserves.
No, she'll probably get redemption in
Oh
the
my
end
God.
somehow because she'll do one nice thing.
Can you
and
imagine?
they'll be like, oh, wonderful.
Alicia, her with fall in love or something.
Oh, you saint.
I just had one note. Again, it could be completely irrelevant, but do you think, because the last operation that the kids were doing was a woman that they tried to kill, do you think she's going to be relevant in season 2? Would that come into play?
Yeah. It'd be good if the very end of the show is her like ending the world. Like they should have let her.
Doing something really naughty. Yeah.
Yeah. We shall see. But I bet she'll resurface, right? They have to kill her.
All right, I think that's a wrap on our discussion of season 1 of The Institute. Come back soon for our back half of Wednesday discussion, and we will go back to our normal format, which we're excited about, with a new show in the next month or 2. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.